Yachts for Sale video blog today takes a look at Cantieri delle Marche, Cantieri being an Italian word used for shipyard and Le Marche being a particularly beautiful region of Italy. Now, Cantieri delle Marche build explorer yachts in the capital of that region, in Ancona, and every time I write a blog, every time I produce a video blog, I do try to get first-hand knowledge of what I'm talking about, so I took a drive down there to get updated on what's happening in that shipyard. I should also say that my history with this shipyard goes back a little way, and that's important because it's good to get an understanding of the history of a company to also understand a little bit about their products. Almost 10 years ago, I was invited by Ennio Cecchini to visit a shipyard in the nearby city of Pesaro called Cantieri di Pesaro. They built ocean-going liners, and they had just branched into yacht production by building an explorer yacht called Naumacos. It was an interesting project, but I lost touch with them over time, and then in 2010 I heard that an ex-colleague of mine called Vasco Buonpensieri had joined Ennio to start this new shipyard called Cantieri delle Marche. Now, I have to tell you the truth, I thought that Vasco had lost his mind. He was one of the smartest, most commercially savvy sales directors, certainly in yachting, that I'd ever met. We'd worked together at the CRN shipyard, which was part of Ferretti Group. He had a prestigious and important position, and to leave that to start up a new enterprise, and this was in the year 2010, when there was complete financial turmoil in the world, honestly, it seemed completely crazy. At the same time, though, the thought of Vasco's commercial finesse and Ennio's robust knowledge of shipbuilding getting together to produce yachts, that held great promise of things to come. It hardly seems possible, but just 5 years later, Cantieri delle Marche is one of the most recognized and respected manufacturers of explorer yachts in the world. When I arrived at the shipyard, it was full to capacity. There were 4 yachts in construction and 1 in the water being prepared for delivery. Now, the products are divided into 2 very recognizable lines, the Nauta Air line and the Darwin class. The Nauta Air yachts are designed by Mario Pedol of Nauta Yachts. Now, among other things, Mario designed what is currently the world's longest yacht, a Zam, so there's no doubting his pedigree, and his designs are modern, cutting edge, clean, really eye-catching. The Darwin class, on the other hand, are a complete contrast. Now, these are really what you expect to see from an explorer yacht. They're rugged, they're tough, they look like you could take them anywhere and in any weather conditions. This video here was taken from the bridge of the 86-foot Darwin Pecheron, as the captain took her out in some more extreme weather conditions. That's one of the things that differentiates Cantieri delle Marche from many other yacht builders. They build their yachts to be as close to indestructible as is humanly possible. It's difficult to find another builder that's building in the 80 to 120 foot range that makes their yachts with steel hulls. Even other explorer yachts in that size range are usually using composite materials. When I was in the shipyard, I met up with the project manager Gianluca Ciniero. Now, he showed me a 107-foot Darwin class where special attention was being paid to the kind of glass used for the windows and the way that that glass was installed, because the owner wanted the yacht to be able to withstand anything that nature threw against it. Don't get me wrong, though, for all that these are tough vessels, they're still luxury yachts, and the interiors and the finishing is as good, if not better, than anything I've seen on yachts of this size. Owners can really let their imaginations run wild here. The shipyard offers fully customized interiors, and I have to say, it's done no harm that most of their clients do seem to have exquisite taste. When I arrived at Cantieri delle Marche, I was met by the general manager, Bruno Piantini, also an ex-colleague from the CRN shipyard, and he made a fascinating comment to me. He said, actually what we do is very easy to say, but not so easy to accomplish. We just keep things very, very simple, and we make sure that we execute them extremely well. As I looked around the yachts in build, I could see that this really was the case. The engine rooms have a clean and a spacious layout. Everything's labelled, everything's easy to identify and easy to work on. A good amount of space is dedicated to the bridge and to the crew quarters. It's just a very well proportioned yacht that gives generous space to the owner and his guests, but at the same time allows the crew to work in comfort. Now, if you're looking at buying a yacht that's full of gimmicks and innovations, maybe that's pushing the boundaries of technology, then probably Cantieri delle Marche is not the right yacht builder for you. But if you're looking for something that's well built, tough, beautifully appointed, something that's going to allow you to go practically anywhere in the world with you, your friends and your family safely, then here's a shipyard that's well worth taking a very close look at. Cantieri delle Marche in this moment offer yachts in the Darwin class that go from 86 foot to 115 foot, and in the Now to Air class that go from 90 foot to 130 foot. Of course, if you are thinking of buying an Explorer yacht, do feel free to get in contact with me. My details are in the description below. And if you just enjoy being kept up to date with what's going on in the yachting world, then do subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link.